Yo, what's up, guys? It's vurbmoto.com. As you can see, I'm on a new bike. I'm running the KTM 450. I'm giving it a shot, and I think I might have a new favorite bike for Reflex. Uh, this thing hauls friggin' ass. I mean, it's awesome. I tried it a long time ago whenever I first picked up the game, and kind of stuck to the Suzuki and then kind of made my way into the Kawasaki after that. But this KTM for me is probably one of the best bikes that I've ridden with on this game so far. So that being said, we got a DLC playlist here on an outdoor what is it, Armadillo Flats track. So that's a 4-lapper. This gate right here, I think it drops about 8 to 9 seconds is what it takes. And it's funny because everybody has their own little ritual of how to time it right or whatever. And I believe it's about 8 seconds. It used to be a lot quicker. It used to be about 4 seconds, I think, when the game first came out. But that's obviously the most important part of this entire game, is getting a good start. If you don't get a good start, you're pretty much done, unless you make some pretty amazing passes or you're playing with some pretty bad people. So, but this gameplay right here is pretty good. Me and this guy, I can't remember his name, it'll show up here in a second, but we battle back and forth pretty good. And I'm on this new bike right here, and outdoors, as I mentioned in the commentary previously, is my forte. I mean, I'm way better at outdoors than indoors, but this track, this is probably the best I've ever ridden this track, actually, in this race. I had a really fast lap time at the end of the race, and it was just overall good. It was just an overall good race, and I'm about to get passed by this guy because I made a huge mistake trying to jump in right there, triple in to that rhythm section. But whenever something like this happens for me, and I know I have 4 laps, which typically I'd rather ride the 5 lap races, but the DLC playlists seem to run a little bit smoother. I know that I have to try to ride as fast as I can pretty much throughout the entire race, but with a track like this, you can't get over aggressive, because this track, just like Prairie Valley, will bite you in the ass pretty quick. So you gotta you gotta try to ride as smooth as you can and just try to get as close as you can to whoever's in front of you and hope that they make a mistake that you can capitalize on, and you'll see that happen in this game. As you can see, this guy's gapped me already about 2 seconds, and it takes me a little bit to get going here, and I start to get going here pretty good, closer to the 3rd lap. Right here, you can kind of cut to the inside a little bit. It might give you the off-track little icon or whatever, but you'll see it probably next lap. I like to try to cut to the right there. And this section right here we're coming up on, I don't try to do anything fancy. I just try to skim the tops. That way I can double out right here, because I always seem to have better luck. And here we go. I always do this. I always triple in. I feel it pays off better for me. I think it's faster for me, but it is tricky to get every single lap. So you might be careful of that. It's definitely not the safest line to take by any means. And I noticed this guy is going way outside up here, and that's not necessary. You don't need to go way outside there, especially on this KTM. I mean, look at that. I went on the inside and landed on top of that tabletop right there and didn't lose any time whatsoever. So if you can cut outside to in on that section, then you're good. And right here, always go inside right here. You don't want to use your reflex stick too much. You want to use more of the steering stick. You can clear that just fine from the inside. and then watch this. This right here is very capable. You're very capable of doing that every lap. And that was actually a really good pass on that guy to go into the lead. Cutting that corner back there is definitely the way to go. And so from here, I know that this dude is not even a second off me. And what I'm trying to do is try to hear where he's at. I have the Turtle Beach headphones, and I can kind of hear if he's to my right, and I know he's there. So I try to cut all the way in right there, and I'm going to take the inside because the inside line right there is a little bit faster to me. I know I kind of messed up a little bit, and then he gets on the inside of me. It kind of pushes me out. So now we're battling, and this is where the race really starts to get good. And so here we go. I'm going to skim the tops, going to double, and then I'm going to try to take this inside corner as smooth as I can, and then I'm going to go ahead and triple in, but look, I case it, and then this guy right here is really fast, so I figured that I'm pretty much done, but he ends up messing up right there at the landing and allows me to catch up just a little bit. And then again, he's going to take the far outside right here before this little catapult jump, and there's no need for you to do that. Look how much time I just made up by going on the inside, and I'm already back up to him within a second. So here we come right here. I know he's going to go inside right here, so I just try to keep it as close as I can without trying to spin the tires at all. He goes inside good, I go inside good, and then we're on the last lap. So right here I'm going to try to pressure him into making a mistake. I take that line very well again. Actually I did bobble right there, but still I didn't lose very much time. Try to cut to the inside right here and immediately cut back in that section right there. So at this point I know that the dude is a little over a second in front of me, and I'm hoping to catch him after this rhythm section coming up. And look, I take that corner awesome, and I made up so much time on the guy right there. I actually took that better than I probably ever have in the entire time I've played Reflex. And so this is what I'm betting on right here, is catching him after this rhythm section. I actually take a different line than what I'm used to and end up passing him on the inside. And instead of going for the triple in, I'm going to go ahead and play it safe just because I want to win the race. And I end up casing right here. And I figured the dude would pass me, but I guess he had some trouble in the rhythm section because now I'm about a minute, I said a minute, about a second and a half in front of the guy. So I'm going to hug it close to the corner, and then of course go inside here. There's no reason to go outside there, and just play safe and just try to close off all the inside corners so he can't pass me. And I'm 2 seconds ahead now, so I know I'm in the clear, and that's pretty much it for the race. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that little bit. I ran a 1:48.55, which I believe is the fastest I've ran on that. You guys should try this KTM. It's an amazing bike. It has tons of power. I recommend trying that. Not so good for me in Supercross, but outdoors for sure. Well, we appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, you can always email us at gamers@vurbmoto.com. Check out our website at vurbmoto.com, and you can find our gamers instructional guide. Just click on the big image that you'll see our logo in, and it should answer any questions about how we're recording this gameplay and what files we accept, and the whole 9 yards. We'd love to see your gameplay, not just me. We're open to putting your games on our channel, and we appreciate you watching. Thanks. Be sure to log on to vurbmoto.com, where you'll find daily motocross news, videos, and media.